fight isn't over. The fight is just beginning.
What's going on, guys? This is Carl, the Racer Red channel. I've been messing with a new camera setup. I've got that on the chin mount. Seems to be working pretty good so far. I really like to support the American companies like GoPro, but when it comes to reliability and making videos, GoPro just isn't at the top of the game. It's kind of essential to have a video that actually gets created when you're filming. Honestly, the GoPro Hero Black 7 is probably the best GoPro I've ever had. It's fairly reliable, the footage is great, but the Osmo Action 3 has some features that I really want. One of those features is a wireless mic, which I got for it, so it'll be a lot easier to get good audio on and off the bike. If I'm going to make street bike videos, I think I have to get another street bike helmet, which is frustrating because I just got one. But the street bike helmet that I have really isn't good for making motovlogs, so far at least. It looks really good. It looks like it would actually do its job well, but it's the Icon like Air Light or something like that.
That here looks cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that kind of parallels.
I think you can see the building up there on that mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I have seen it, but I just haven't been to it.
Yeah. Doesn't this go down into the creek?
I think so.
This could get brutal.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't have to go submarine mode. I don't like activating submarine mode. Anyways, the Icon helmet that I have, the shield goes all the way down to the chin, and it's fairly comfortable, but I think I've just realized that it's got a lot of flaws, especially for long distance riding. One of the flaws is its capacity for having speakers definitely push against your ears in that helmet. And the wind noise is way worse than I thought it would be in that thing. I tried to upgrade to that because wind noise in my Oneal adventure helmet was quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure the Icon has worse wind noise, which is bizarre. Maybe I'll play around with it, but so far it seems like it's not doing too good. But the audio wasn't very good in that thing for sure. It's one thing that manufacturers have not figured out yet, is how to get wind noise down. And you're not going to eliminate it unless you do something completely weird. She's looking a mite bit deep. I think I just saw a big old fish jump. Yeah, Willow Creek is a beast this time of year.
Yeah.
Are you sure that that it's not going into it this way?
Like 12%. Yeah, look.
12%? That's pretty high.
So we're going to find out.
That looks like a swamp to me. Oh my god. want to be hitting rocks and doing that at the same time. We've opted to stay out of the water for the most part, and then we're gonna kind of see if it makes sense to head over to the lookout, Danskin Peak. Huh?
Stay in the water. The trail is not a trail right here.
Nice.
That's the trail.
Make sure he gets through this part. It's kind of sloughed off into the stream right there. I wanted to elaborate on something that I talked a little bit about last video, or the video before that, one of those, and that is summertime and the effect it has on people as far as your chemical makeup and how the sun really wakes up parts of your body, basically your entire body. And I equated it to squirrels last time I talked about it, and it really is true. Right when the sun hits you, you're like, you just want to come out of your hole and you want to go buy something. You want to buy something that represents adventure. And for me personally, like, I'm pretty much, I said I was a completely different person in the environments I was working in, but that's not entirely true. I've actually been pretty even keel forever. But what does happen is, when I'm inside all the time and when I'm working at night especially, what happens is my ability to carry a load has been reduced in that situation eventually. I remember looking back at times when I worked at night and I would just be like completely dead tired, anxiety through the roof, just not feeling good at all. And it was 100% because of the decisions I was making, for one, and that includes the environment that you put yourself in, but also the food that you're eating, the activities that you do. And the one thing that always saved me was physical activity. The symbolic tank that holds all of your stuff that is you, you gotta purge that thing off. However you do that, that's one thing that I've always done well at, is purging that thing off. If I didn't do that, I'd be feeling like crap even still from working at night all that time. You definitely got to purge the system, that's what I'm saying though. Physical activity in any form is definitely good. If you're not doing that, you're not getting that purge, you're probably starting to get a little angry or sad or whatever that thing is, however it is manifesting itself. But yeah, so when I was in that environment, personally, I always just felt a diminished capacity to take on more of a load. There was times when even talking to somebody would be like too much. Be like, I just can't even do it. Can't even do it. Humans are not meant to be up all night. That's for sure. What is that called? The circadian rhythm? I mean, your chemicals are all designed to switch on and off with the sunlight. That sun is supposed to hit you and you're supposed to be like awake. That's how life is supposed to work. Anything that's not that is not natural. There's definitely something to not eating sugar, and that's like the main one. I always bring up sugar because it's literally a proven fact that the scientists in the 60s were paid off to blame saturated fat for all of the ill effects of sugar, including heart disease, mental health issues, and cancers. And all it took to do that and have this stuff published in medical journals was $50,000. That sounds like not very much, but honestly that's quite a bit, considering it's probably like $250,000 or more in today's dollars. And but it's still not a lot when you consider the harm that it did. These guys are just like pretending that sugar is fine, and that all of the evidence looks toward saturated fat, which just wasn't true at all. I personally still have a lot of sugar intake, so no judgments when I'm talking about this kind of stuff. No judgments at all. One thing I've always been good at, though, is keeping my physical activity high, so I burn a lot of fuel. But it sucks when you're sick or injured, like I've been past couple months quite a bit. I still find ways normally to do stuff. But man, it's funny how culture can be changed just with a published medical journal. Culture can be changed so easily. Like the guy who invented Dixie cups made them an integral part of our culture because he said that the glass containers were not sanitary, and basically made everybody believe that, and Dixie cups exploded after that. He also was the reason bacon is part of our normal breakfast. He started working for this pork company, and they hired this guy to sell more pork. They wanted him to sell more pork, and he certainly did that and made it part of our culture to have bacon and eggs for breakfast. Before that, nobody did bacon and eggs for breakfast. It's just funny now that we have that, because literally when you think of a good breakfast meal, it's always got bacon in it, and bacon is pretty tasty. I've never been a huge fan of it. That guy really did well at whatever job he was given to market. He was involved in a lot of crazy stuff like that is now part of our culture. Alright, I'm gonna go see if my buddy is up here. So anyways, my original point was, you gotta get that sunlight, I guess that's my point. You gotta get that sunlight, you gotta get that nutrients, protein, you gotta eat less sugar. If you wanna be truly feeling well, you really gotta get out and release the pressure off that tank that's holding everything in. You gotta hit that release valve by going for a jog or riding your bike or whatever it is that you like to do. Alright, looks like my buddy might be here. I see some dust plumes. I'll catch you guys on the next one.